We're here on the way down to the triathlon. The day is here, and what a fucking scene this is. Oh my god, fucking phenomenal. The Kingdom County, my county, beautiful fucking place to be. Me and Shawnee boy, Shawnee's going for a piss. And it is Friday. We have the triathlon on tomorrow, so just cruising down. It's taking about, usually Kerry takes about maybe 3 hours, 2.5. This is taking us 3 hours to get to Kerry and another like an hour and a half to get to Valencia Island where it's on. Fuck me man, I just need to get out of the car, so I am looking forward to it. Shawnee boy on the scene. I'm gonna try and get some food now in a few minutes, crack on, see what the actual story is. So we've just arrived in Valencia Island after a 4.5 hour journey on the road, man. Jesus Christ, like I said before, like I've been to Kerry many times. I've done a vlog in Kerry, and it takes usually around 2 hours, 2.5 hours. Hour from Galway to Limerick, give or take an hour and a bit to Limerick from Kerry to Kerry, and 4.5 hours on the road. So lovely little cottage we have here out in the middle of nowhere. I'd show you outside, but it is pitch black. Actually, let's see, can I show you outside? Yeah, you're not seeing an awful lot out there. But, I mean, we're way up in the mountains. But I tell you, this is a spectacle and a half. This is our little Airbnb. Have the rugby on in the background. We have a little bit of difficulty with the fridge though, as we can see. We only have this to cook, the microwave, which is fine because we knew that. But we have a couple of ready-made meals. But there's supposed to be 7 of us, supposedly, sleeping around here. And I feel sorry for whoever's going to be sleeping there or there. I mean, not a not a fucking great turn of events that is. But yeah, landed in Valencia Island. Triathlon is on tomorrow. We are we're trying to stay off the beers this evening, to be honest. We got a couple of brewskis and fuck, I'm desperately trying to stay off it. So maybe a cup of tea. To be honest, I'll probably end up having a few, even though I know I shouldn't. Maybe a couple of brewskis. Won't go too mad though. We'll go mad tomorrow. And that's it, waiting on the others to arrive. Apparently there's 7 of us staying here. Like I said, I mean, I got a fantastic bed. Obviously, first come, first serve on that. And that was the primary objective because we knew there was going to be loads of us. And just said, fuck it, let's just go now. Take the half day to just go and fuck off. Travel while it's still bright, as it's fucking pitch black outside now. And get yourself a nice bed, because like the bed I showed you over there, oh, I tell you, mate, I wouldn't want to be sleeping there. So that's it. Not gonna unpack, to be fair. Can't be fucking arsed. Just gonna chill out, watch the rugby. All Blacks are playing Italia. Wait for those to arrive. Tomorrow then we'll pick up. We have to head down to Knightstown, get our number, get our tracking chip, and just kind of find out what's going on. I think I should really know this, but I think the triathlon is on at 2 or 3 o'clock. We have to get a ferry from Valencia Island, where we are now, over to mainland Kerry, and in like the wetsuit and all that, as the race starts on mainland, and you have to swim back to the island. And the roads that we've been driving so far, really fucking hilly, really fucking hilly. So the bike and the run is going to be a test. We're fairly prepared on the bike. We've had a lot of hilly terrain. The run, we've been running on the prom for training, which is absolutely flat. So it's going to be a big wake-up call on the run. But, hey, we're here for a better crack all the same. So that's going to be me for this evening. Check in again tomorrow. And the real fun begins. Good morning from Valencia Island. It is absolutely pissing raining outside. Sunny all day yesterday. It's sunny all day tomorrow. Today is like gusts of wind up to like 70 kilometers an hour. Pissing raining. Not ideal, but we have coffee and I'm still in bed. That is ideal, to say the least. Not quite sure what the fuck's gonna happen today. I know we're gonna give it a lash. We're gonna go down at I think the brief is like 11:30, and see what the fuck's gonna go happen, because Jesus Christ, only a couple of weeks ago 2 people died in an Ironman, and same part of the country. So maybe this won't get sanctioned, maybe it will. I just know It's going to be fucking lethal. Took a look at the cycle track as well. Apparently the cycle track is like, the first part of it is just fucking 4 kilometers of steep fucking hills, and then it's more or less downhill all the way from then, which is grand. But I have a little racing bike on these back roads, so if I hit a pothole, I'm fucked, absolutely fucked. To say that this was thought out thoroughly would be an understatement, I would say. But I mean, hey, we're here now, 4.5 hours in the car. We're gonna fucking give it a lash. I think at the very fucking least, as long as no one dies, that is a fucking win. I was gonna go and like drive around the track and like suss out everything else, and nah, not the case. I was gonna maybe cook some breakfasts, but we only have a microwave, so not the case. I was gonna go and see about getting a coffee shop, but not the case. So I'm not sure what the fuck we're doing. I've got like a load of people in the other room as well. Me and Sean actually got savage beds. We got a little room to ourselves. That's his gaff over there. That's yours truly over here. Whereas some of the guys in the kitchen, some man sleep on the couch, some man sleeping on a double bed in the middle of the kitchen, and a couple of lads are sharing beds. So it's not all bad. It's definitely not all bad, but just trying to figure out what the fuck we're gonna do this morning. There's only one place on the island that actually serves food as well, and everyone knows that. Apparently it books out quick as fuck, so maybe I might try and get down there and see, get a sausage or something. Well, that's it for now. We're gonna see what happens later on. Hopefully it'll brighten the fuck up, but no promises. Yes, Raven crew. Shawnee in the scene. You up out of that. Give me some socks. It is about 2 hours before the triathlon right now. The rest of the lads have gone down to check in, get their numbers and all that. And we are fed, watered, ready to go. It's pissing raining still. It's windy as fuck. But we're out here. We're living life. We're going to go and give it a whack. We had a breakfast this morning, of which was absolutely fucking shit. I thought a full Irish breakfast in one of the most Irish places in Ireland would be nice. It's fucking dog shit. So in regards to the fuel, nutrition, not looking too good this morning. Took a couple of hydration pills there a couple of minutes ago. Shook back in on Milky Bar as well. So we're carved up to the tits, or as much as we can be. And ready to go. Gave us these little things. And we're no longer swimming across the bay from an island to an island. Or from mainland to an island. We're actually just swimming around some fucking pier, which sucks ass, to be honest with you. But looking forward to it all the same. Raring to go, to be honest with you. We're going to head down now in around 10-15 minutes. There's like a little brief that we are going to just find out the rules, regulations, that kind of crack. And hopefully, we'll see what happens, to be honest. Just so much to think about. Thinking about the swim, you have to get the wetsuit on, you have to get Vaseline under the wetsuit so it's easier to get off. And do the loop, come back, you have to find your bike. Your bike's going to be in a spot that we have yet to figure out where it is. Then we have to transition to wetsuit off. I'm wearing like a tri-suit, basically like a big fucking onesie for triathletes. So that's going to make things a little easier. We have to get wetsuits off, cycling gear on, helmet, fucking glasses, have to wear a number on the front, and shoes on, socks on, dry in the piss and rain. So that's going to be a bit of crack to try and see what's going on. You ready, Shawnee?
Yes, sir.
Fucking go get some, yeah? It is Monday after the triathlon. Just finished up my clients in the morning. It's currently just before 9 o'clock, and we're the only cunts in the gym this morning, obviously, because Monday mornings people are sleeping in, people are fucking tired. It's only me and my clients in the gym because they're disciplined individuals, and that's what we preach over here on the Visionary Project. If you want to find out more, link in the description. Get your fucking application filled out and I'll suss you out and see if you are game enough to take part in the Visionary Project. Now, the fucking triathlon has gone. I feel guilty because there's been fuck all content, but unfortunately for you guys, you cannot vlog while in a fucking race, unfortunately. Now, let's dissect the weekend as a whole. First and foremost, I only have one picture of evidence that I even did it. There's not a video of me. There's not a fucking nothing of me. There's a group photo from a side angle of, I don't have a clue who the fuck took it, and on the screen right now. And that's basically the only photographic evidence that I even did it. So it's a bit of a curse. Maybe one day I'll get a GoPro or something and just be able to film it all. That would be unbelievable, to be honest with you. But we were there for business. We were there for serious matters. And all in all, not too bad. In fairness, I'm not going to sit here and think I did amazing. Let's dissect the triathlon as a whole. The time I was looking for was 1 hour and 20 minutes. And we didn't get that, unfortunately. We'll dissect each individual sport. So the swim, very happy with the swim. It was one of the first up on the swim. Was very, very happy with that. It was something that you couldn't train for, basically. You know, it was like a 3-2-1 go. There's hundreds of people around you, and it's like getting swimming and kicked in the face, and like there's a fucking lot of shit going on, right? So hundreds of people are making a break. I was lucky enough to be one of the ones up the front. I pushed my way up to the front, so that was it was good. I ended up getting away, and I had kept the speed ahead. It wasn't the first, but I was definitely up there with one of the first people out of the water. And then there was a slipway coming out of the pier that was covered in seaweed and moss, and no one could stand up. Like if I didn't have my hand on the camera, I'd act it out for you. But I was basically, you couldn't stand because you'd fall. You couldn't be on your hands and knees because you'd slip. And like the water level is up to your fucking ankles. It's so low on this little slipway. And we just can't stand up. They have like clerks and people with the race like helping people out, pulling them out because they physically can't stand. I was one of those people as well. Everyone was one of those people trying to get up that fucking slipway. The definition of what a fucking slipway actually is, because fuck me, man. Like, what a joke. I'm not even joking. It added definitely 45 seconds, if not more, of a time onto my swim, because I just could not breach the water and get the fuck out because I'm slipping on a fucking slipway covered in moss. Tragic. So anyway, swim was good. I'm happy with the swim. Definitely not something we could have trained for, the launch of the swim, with just the amount of people there swimming and getting kicked in the face. And it was definitely one of those things, kill or be killed. But we got through the swim, happy with the swim. Cycle, again, not something I could have even predicted in my wildest dreams. I actually think I was like, some people were taking the piss out of me. Not me specifically, but us as athletes. Like when I say the first 4 kilometers of this bike, right, the whole bike took me 44 minutes, right, which is actually not too bad of a time for myself. I was hoping to get a little quicker than that, maybe 40 would have been nice. But just the first 4 kilometers took 20 minutes. That will just kind of indicate the whole fucking bike, 20 kilometers took 44 minutes, but the first 4 kilometers took 20 fucking minutes. I am not joking with you when I say how uphill these like, I was on the bike in the lowest gear, and you know the lowest gear, your pedals would be flying. You see lads, the pedals be going round and round. My pedals were moving in slow motion in the lowest gear. I have a little Wahoo, which is like a speedo on the front of the bike, and it's telling me I'm doing 4 kilometers an hour. I don't even know how I'm not falling off it. Like, it was the most sinister uphill thing I've ever done in my life. Super underprepared. Like, I was doing 30Ks, 40Ks, cycles, banging it out on relatively flat road. This was jokes, man. Like, and then I'm like 2 kilometers in, and 2 kilometers, I'm 10 minutes into the bike ride thinking, yeah, okay, we're there. And there's these people like pointing you in the right direction. Like, oh no, around this way, in the high vis and all that. And they go to me, yeah, it's just up here. It's 200 meters and you're uphill there, man. It's all downhill from there. And I believed them. There and then I believed them, man. I was thinking, yes, I'm fucking going for it. I'm cycling up the fucking hill, get around the corner, another fucking mountain to climb. Man, like, crazy underprepared for just the mountainous terrain. I have a road bike, which is the race bike with the skinny wheels. Definitely such a disadvantage. Most guys had a trail bike which have a skinny wheel, but it's slightly thicker and more grippy. Going down borings on these fucking race tires were absolutely fucking petrifyingly scary. But not a bad time overall. And then the run is where it fell apart for me, man. Verona, fucking heartbroken on the run, to be honest with you. My back completely seized up on the run. I don't know what it was from. When I first started running, my back was seizing up just from the deadlifts and all the fucking like compound lifts and just like being a rigid fucking weightlifter for so long and neglecting mobility. And then like when I first started running, I ran 800 meters and I was like, my back would seize up and I was getting freaked out. This is back in June, and for the whole of summer I was in training, running, and I got to the point where I was running 5Ks without stopping. Fastest 5K I'd done was 27 minutes, which I was quite happy with. And between the cycle, I don't know what position I was in on the cycle, but I must have had an overextended back trying to like get up the hills, and it was just fully fatigued by the time I got to the run. The first quarter of the run was all right, nifty enough, but again, the run was 2.5 kilometers up the hill, and then the exact same hill, 2.5k down the hill. And just back seized, so fucking ended up losing a huge amount of time. Overall time was 1 hour and 34 minutes. Desired time was 1 hour and 20 minutes. All things considered, not too bad. But definitely I could sit here for a while and just nitpick little things I could do better. Different parts I could improve on. You know, it really does go to show, like I've been gymming for the last 10 years, training weights, trying to look good, trying to get strong, and none of that matters when it comes to endurance sports. Absolutely none of it matters. I was a novice. I didn't feel like a novice going in there. I looked the part, man. I feel like I've got a nice physique on myself. I feel like I'm ready to go. No, absolutely not, man. A lot of work to do, huge amount of work to do. The goal now with the off season, that was the last triathlon of the season. So looking to join a club. Really enjoyed the competition aspect of things there. You know, I've been gymming for the last decades without, a medal in sight. It's me versus me every day in the gym, in the weights room, headphones on, and whatever. But to just be against other people again and like actually have a point A to point B style race. Yeah, it was really nice weekend. Slightly disappointed with my performance. Really am, to be honest with you. I've crossed the line. I had to walk a lot of it because my back. I crossed the line. Like cardio wasn't even tested. I'd recovered so much from the lack of speed on the run. So overall performance on the weekend, disappointing, to be honest with you. But we're here. It's a learning curve. I tell you, we're 8 minutes in here. If I had all time, or if I had a podcast, I'd love to dissect every portion of that race and just try and paint you a picture of the fucking shenanigans that we had to go through. But look, learning curve, ignited a fire. I'm really happy to keep going now. I'm excited for the off season of triathlon, get into a club either this week or next week, and just see where it goes from there. Hopefully I'll be able to kind of start to adapt to that hybrid athlete style of training, because I don't want to just disappear and turn into a little fucking softie, but I also do want to get better at endurance sports. And if you looked at the fella who won, like if me and the guy who won stood beside each other and you had to bet and you had no idea about endurance sports, you would have picked me. Like the guy was stick and bone. The fella looked like he'd never eaten in his life. Like from an athletic standpoint, looking good, having muscles is absolutely an illusion when it comes to most sports, I would argue. I would say, like, again, even look some of the better MMA fighters, like they're stick and bone, and it's a big wake up call for me. But having like muscles and chasing down like resistance based exercises and workouts to achieve a body composition that looks good is not necessarily going to help you in a lot of sports, or in any sports, to be honest with you. You look at powerlifters, they're not in shape. A lot of them are you'd look at them and go, does he even lift? They're big, but they don't look impressive. A lot of the time. That's not to say that there aren't no powerlifters that look the part. You look at even rugby players, you've got the skinny ones, the small little stocky ones, and then you've got the big oaf guys. Very rarely have you got a guy who is like looks bodybuilder-esque and is actually anyway good at sports. You look at Cristiano Ronaldo, he's got a lovely six-pack, he's got lovely physique, but he's skinny as fuck. You know what, that's my realization, is that like, fuck,
You know what I mean? Looking the part and having a beach body means fuck all in competitive sports in any way, shape or form. So a little bit of a hurt to the ego, if I'm honest with you. I really am. It's a tough one, alright. Tough pill to swallow over the weekend. But we completed it. Time's not too bad. We got work to do. It is a Monday. We have check-ins later on to do. I'm going to go up in here actually and do a little bit of a full body. I know, yeah, just ranting on why muscles are useless. I'm going to go and keep fucking training them. So I got full body to do up here. Go bang out a full body. And like I said, check-ins, got a lot of work to do. So we'll bring the camera, see what happens. And that's it. Fucking hell, man. Tell you something. If you haven't done a triathlon, do a fucking triathlon, fella. Good fucking crack all the same.